Good afternoon. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this podium. For me, I have been engaged in using technology for social purposes and commercial purposes over 2 decades. And somewhere for me, the technology is a deluge. It's going to take us all along, whether we like it or not, whether we flow with it or not, it will take us along. So we have a choice to learn to swim or to get drowned. And I'm sure every one of us is trying to figure that out, saying, how do I learn to swim in this when I have not seen this water before? And it's not us. I mean, we are not the only one, we are not the only generation of mankind who has sort of been grappling with the newer technologies. Only thing, the pace of technology change has been immense. What I call, the technology can be in different ways, you know, there are different ways of using the tools that come up, the conceptual technologies like Facebook, Twitter, they come up, but there are also social technologies that come up. So democracy is one of that technologies, which kind of came up a little early on, and I come from that industry called stock market. The democracy is a very, very new sort of social technology that has been there for last 200 years, but amongst the early adapters of democracy were the stockbrokers. The first stockbroking exchange started in Amsterdam on 1607, almost 200 years or probably 150 years before the first democracy came into existence. But 1607 is when the stockbrokers democracy started. It was a very interesting democracy. It was democracy of the brokers, by the brokers, for the brokers. And then there are other stakeholders, that were the investors, the civil society, the regulators, the companies which get listed on the stock exchanges. But it was an interesting experience where that time's technology allowed it to happen, and the benefits you can see the mankind has received of the trade and so on and so forth have been immense. Now coming back to the Facebook, Twitter and Orkut and so on and so forth, the email, the internet, if you see last 20-25 years, one of the biggest social networks in India is what I call Bombay Stock Exchange. It is a 137-year sort of experiment. It used to be a floor-based exchange, as we call it. They used to get together, and if you were closer to Bombay Stock Exchange building in Dalal Street, you got a better rate and faster response. And if you were in Jammu or Kashmir, you got a very bad response and very bad rates. One single technological change due to a particular incident of what I call Harshad Mehta scam, the society was ready for that change. In democracies, it's very difficult to change things. And when there are crises in that portion, you have you have a society getting ready to change. And if you pass that period, again, you may miss the boat like what the Obama administration did. So somewhere on the line, in 1994, both the exchanges, NSE and BSE, became automated, and that's where, just to give you a perspective of how the numbers change, in the best of Harshad Mehta days, every day turnover was 150 crore a day. Today, it is 200,000 crores a day. In 15 years, we have gone up more than 100 times in volumes. Response times have gone up from couple of days to 10 milliseconds anywhere in India. And that's what is going to happen to all our social media. I wish all the luck to governance now and everyone present here that it's new, so we are discussing about the tools. But later on, after 2-3 years, like mobile phones became part of your life in few days, Facebook, Twitter and many others will become part of your life. That time you will start using it for your day-to-day work, for your business, rather than discussing about tools, whether Facebook is good, it's outside, inside, Twitter is good, so on and so forth. Then you will start actually discussing how to use it. Many thanks for calling me here. Many thanks for listening.